In today's video, I'm going to be making a bunch of different hojicha recipes. These are just recipes that I tried recently, and they're all very simple and easy, beginner friendly, because if I can make them, then you can make them. The hojicha powder that I'm using is just from Amazon. I really like it. I've only ever tried one other hojicha powder, which I got at a cafe. For this recipe, it's very simple. I'm just taking this date syrup that I got in my grocery store and I'm just drizzling it into my cup. I'm not even making my own date syrup. I just bought it. This date syrup, it tastes kind of like a caramel with some molasses, but also maple syrup. It's just very nice and sweet, and I really enjoy it. And for the milk, I always use the Planet Oat Extra Creamy. I just really like the texture and the flavor. To me, it's the best oat milk that I've personally tried. And then I just pour that into my cup, and then I poured my hojicha that I made on top of it. And then I just like mix that date syrup into it. It's just so good, and you need to try this recipe. For my next recipe, I'm making a strawberry compote, which is way simpler than I thought it would be. For this, I finally chopped up some strawberries. I used fresh ones, and I wish I had a muddler because that would have made the process way easier. But then I put it in a pan and I brought it to a boil and I added some lemon juice and maple syrup. I just kind of eyeballed it. I was just going with how I was feeling. And then after it got to a boil, I brought it down and let it simmer for a little bit until it was a nice texture. Here I'm making my hojicha to put on top. And then I grabbed a glass and I added the compote at the bottom. But I put way too much of it in the latte. Like, it was good until I mixed all of it in and it was a little bit strong. So you only need a little bit amount. It's so good. The flavor, strawberry, I feel like you can't go wrong with strawberry. I love strawberry matcha, and making the strawberry hojicha just was delicious. The next hojicha I made was a banana milk. And for this one, I wouldn't even consider it a recipe because all I literally used was the Almond Breeze banana milk, and then I added my hojicha powder on top. I would recommend this banana milk. It's made with real banana puree. It's not an artificial banana milk. This recipe, the flavor is kind of crazy. It's a peanut butter and jelly hojicha, and I saw this with a matcha, but for me, the hojicha just sounds like a better combination than with matcha because like a hojicha more like coffee, and I just wouldn't have this with peanut butter and matcha. That just doesn't sound good to me. But I use Skippy's peanut butter because that's what we had, and I just spread a lot of it on the edge of the cup. And I put way too much. I don't know why I kept putting the peanut butter. I also did this with the jam. I just added way too much. But I used this cherry jam that my grandma made. And I also just spooned it onto the edge of the cup. And then once I poured the milk in, I mixed it all up together. And let me also tell you how I make my hojicha. I've been using 2 tablespoons of water and I warm it up, and then I use a little over a teaspoon, more like a teaspoon and 1/4 a teaspoon, and then I use around a cup of milk. And also with this one recipe, I added maple syrup to it, and when I just have hojicha on its own, I always go for maple syrup. But then I just added this all to my cup and mixed it up, and this flavor is amazing. I love peanut butter and jelly, and it goes so well with the hojicha. And for my last recipe, I made a birthday cake batter Hojicha latte. And for this, it's loosely inspired by Hojicha because I didn't have my own birthday cake syrup, but this is with a cream top on top. And for the cream top, I used the Country Crock plant-based cream, and I did about 2 tablespoons of that. And I filmed myself making it, but I filmed it on me and not the bowl I was mixing everything into. But I added vanilla syrup, and then I added some vanilla extract, and then I added maple syrup to make it sweet. So it's like a vanilla creamy top, and the plant-based cream made it so creamy. And then I added a dab of salt just to like really bring out the flavors. I then made the base of my Hojicha latte, which I just did milk, and I added some more vanilla to it and maple syrup. And then I added my Hojicha. And the star of the show is the cream top, so I added the cream top on top, and I put sprinkles on top to really get the whole birthday cake batter feeling to it. Plus, sprinkles on lattes have just like really been trending, and the cream top was honestly so amazing. I loved it. But after I filmed this, I immediately dropped the whole latte, which is a very sad way to end this. And those are my 5 simple Hojicha lattes you can make. I hope you actually try these out and let me know if they are good. But I hope you have a beautiful day, and bye!